Good evening and salutations, my Days of Elias fans. So, I gotta sit there and say, for the majority of this episode, I generally enjoyed it. I really did. Only stuff I didn't really care too much about was the whole Gabby and Stefan stuff. I don't know. I just generally don't really. I'm not a stabby person or anything like that. I generally do not like Gabby. I find her to be very annoying and obnoxious. Um, Stefan did propose to Gabby throughout throughout the episode, and of course EJ is just fuming. He is livid. And his plan is to sit there and try to upstage them by proposing to Nicole. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Listen, Nicole had no problems with this scheming with you with the best of them or whatever, but like she wanted, the relationship to actually matter and mean something. And now you're sitting there throwing out this wedding just, as a way to sit there and get back at them. It's like, what are you doing? So Talia comes clean, and Talia comes clean, and Chanel is just crushed. She is angry. She's upset. Talia tries to justify her reasons and why she did it. Thought she was a bad person. She didn't know. I'm sorry. A bunch of crocodile tears. And you know what? I did not give a damn. I didn't feel bad for her whatsoever. Because the only thing that she showed throughout that whole scene is just how stupid and easily she is as far as being manipulated. And at that point, Chanel wanted nothing to do with her. She was like, yo, listen, I want you to go. I need you to kick rocks. Get out now. I never want to see you again and be gone. And she sat there and she cried and she put on her little pony face and then she just walked off. And I was like, because at the end of the day, all the justifications in the world, you knew who she was. My whole thing is like, all right, let's just sit there and say, for sake of argument, you were stupid, right? Before you knew who she was. Once you got to know who she was, at what point did you now sit there and think, maybe I should stop doing this? Maybe this is wrong. I need to sit there and stop doing this. But you're telling me you're just this gullible? Like, really? So at this point, um, for some odd reason, Colin decides to take this chick around the world, take Paulina and her loud mouth around the world. And at some point, I was like, Colin, listen, I'm not sitting there saying that I want you to shoot her. But I'm just gonna sit there and say I understand because this this woman has just been the entire time. Um, Colin even sits there and tells her a nice story and a nice memory about them. The problem with Colin in this situation is that you know all his stuff is very warped. It's all Paulina's fault. It's all Chanel's fault. His parents were happy, and you know what wound up happening to them, it had nothing to do with their mental state, their marriage whatsoever. It had everything to do with Chanel and Paulina. It's like he refuses to sit there and see facts. And it's one of those things where it's like he's so angry, he's so built up on anger and rage that um he built up this fantasy. One second. He built up this fantasy where they're the problem. They're the problem. He's not gonna sit there and see any other sort of way. And this is the reason why when Paulina's like, listen, I understand where you're coming from, but this, that, and third, it's like, if you would sit there and believe any of that stuff for a hot minute, then it would pretty much kind of destroy his reality and, all the work and everything like that that he put in to revenge. So he takes her to the hotel, then he takes her up to the roof. And when Chanel finally kind of like, recovers from being like upset and everything like that, she winds up calling Paulina, gets a hold of Colin. She gets up to the roof. And at this point, Colin's like, well, I guess we reach full circle. And so he plans on having Paulina jump off the roof or shoot her off the roof. or shoot Paulina. Or shoot Chanel. Either way, somebody's going off that damn roof. Meanwhile, you got Talia being upset, trying to find where Colin's at and everything like that. And I have a feeling like on Monday, because this is a really good cliffhanger. On Monday, I'm pretty sure somehow Talia's going to be involved with either saving Paulina or going off on the edge. One of the two. I have no idea, but she's going to be involved. And so I have, and this is just a theory. I have a feeling she's going to wind up saving Paulina, and maybe down the line, Chanel's going to wind up forgiving Talia and wind up hooking up with her. Because I don't really see who else Chanel can go out with, unless it's going to be Johnny. Because I don't know about Trip. I don't know about the accident plane Trip. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe he'll be there. Maybe he won't. Who the hell knows? So when Rafe and Jada question Sloan and Eric convinces Sloan to sit there and tell the truth and be honest, and that's exactly what she does. She tells him the truth, everything that she knows, and then at that point, well, since we can't get Colin, we're gonna sit there and get you. She's like, what? Why? Sloan, you're a lawyer. Why do you think they're gonna sit there and slap the cuff on you? Okay, so he slapped the cuffs on her. I forgot the word that they sat there and used. An accessory. So they slap the cuffs on her, take her down to the station, and Jada questions her. And at this point, Jada's like, listen, I get it, but you know what? At this point, my sister's involved. So I'm not sitting there playing games. I don't have time for this. Honestly, tell you the truth, I don't think that they're going to get rid of Sloan. I really do feel like Sloan is way too good of a character for them to just sit there and be like, all right, well, you're going to jail, and then that's pretty much about it. I don't think that's going to happen. She may have to sit there and do some community service or whatever, but it's like she's an accessory, but how much of an accessory is she really? She didn't help with the planning or anything like that. She knew about it and she just didn't say anything, really. Which is bad, but she wasn't there doing his dirty work or anything like that. Now, Talia, on the other hand, that chick is damn sure an accessory. So, if anybody should be going to jail, it should definitely be Talia. No questions asked. Point blank, period. Meanwhile, you just got poor Abe just sleeping on the floor. Just sleeping on the floor. He finally wakes up. He calls out Rafe and he's like, I need help. He gets down to the bakery. I have a feeling like he's going to sit there and get there too late. He's going to get there too late and everything's just going to go sideways. The best way I can sit there and think of it is it's just going to go sideways. AJ. Man. Check the other side. Yeah. I think that's actually pretty much about it. Wow. Short episode, 30-something minutes, but I gotta sit there and tell you, it was a good one. It was a really good episode. So if you didn't sit there and watch it, definitely watch it. It was a good one. It was a good one. There's sites. I know some people they still not on board with the whole Peacock thing and paying the X amount of dollars or whatever. But there's always sites you can sit there and go to try to watch it. But I gotta sit there and tell you, it was a good one. Days always kills it with these episodes. They always kills it, but for the most part, they definitely do always bring it. And it's the one many things that I genuinely do love about Days. That's why sometimes with GH, which actually has been good. It's like y'all need to step it up. Y'all need to sit there and step it up. But anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't really think of anything else that want to happen. So with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. And of course, if I did forget anything, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be going live for an hour. We're going to be sneaking getting into all the soaps, and I mean all 4 of the soaps. So come through. And hopefully I'll see you soon.